Cancer, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you. So as always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. So I sure appreciate each and every one of you, and I welcome in all of my new subscribers. Welcome in, welcome in. And I sure appreciate all my old ones that have been sticking around since a while. All right, but we're here to talk about Cancer. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, Cancer. What are the current messages? Now, this is for like the next 7 to 10 days. So we're going to check in and see what does the tarot have to say for all of my Cancers today. All right, starting out with the Four of Pentacles reversed to the Judgment. You know, I wonder whether Cancer, when it comes to your finances and all of that, whether or not, you know, you're just going to have to watch how you're spending things. Because, you know, Four of Pentacles, this is like, you know, spending money. And I feel as if you don't want to put yourself in a position where, you know, you're cooked, so to speak. At least that's what I got. But let's take a look at all the cards and see what the message is for all of my Cancers today. So you're coming up in the recent past here. You know, we've got the King of Cups coming upside down. This could be a Cancer you are dealing with. This is an older person. And I feel like there's somebody who, you know, they struggle. This King of Cups really struggles. I mean, emotionally, they're a little disconnected, very sad kind of energy. So I'm feeling like there is that you are dealing with. And this could be, you know, your partner, because you come up here, Cancer, also at the base. So put yourself where you belong. But we have a king and a queen. So to me, this is a divine couple. All right. But I feel as if, you know, if this is you, covering your cup, I feel as if you don't want anything more to do with this person. It's almost like you're really closed to what they're going to do. Because I feel like, you know, they want to come through and make you an offer. But you just can't. I just feel like you're just shut down to it with this Queen of Pentacles. And there could be a third person that showed up. The fact that I have two different queens here. So I'm just wondering whether or not there is, and this Judgment card almost says, you know, listen, you know, somebody comes up to you and opens up and, you know, like, can I have another chance? I know I messed up. Look, you know, I messed up. Yeah, I know. But can you give me another chance? I'll do better. I'll do better. And I think, you know, you question that because, you know, some trust was broken between you, Cancer. I mean, Lovers reversed. And like I said, I see a third person. You know, we have two queens and we have, you know, a king. And I'm just feeling like this energy here, it's just, maybe you don't want to be married to him anymore. Could be that. Because, you know, this could represent your energy where you just don't want anything more to do with them. You're really shut down. You don't want to really continue this connection. You know, and here we have the Lovers coming upside down. I think this is one of these things where you've been sitting on the fence as to whether or not you should continue this relationship or not, right? I think you guys have this real connection, but, you know, if this is your person you're dealing with, you know, emotionally, they have some issues, and I think you recognize it, that they're not wanting to commit. They say they love you, and I'm sure they really do, but I don't feel like they have the ability to really be emotionally open and available to you. And this has been a problem. I think it's been a big problem. And especially if they did something like go out on you, you know, or do something. Because I just feel like a trust was broken between you and a person. All right. When the Lovers comes upside down, there, you know, we come together with people, you know, for a greater purpose. All right. The Lovers card, two people coming together for one vision, you know, to move forward in. It's just like we can make magic, right? But then when it comes upside down, something happens where you stop to say, you know, maybe this is not my person. Maybe this is not what I want. And when we have this Two of Pentacles coming up, all right, the Two of Pentacles is you trying to figure out how to make this work. Do I really want this? Because I feel as if, you know, there's something else happening in your life. And it's going to be, can I balance this relationship with my work? Because I see you, you know, bringing lunch. So I see you working. Some of you may need to, like, be careful of your money, you know, that you have to bring lunch rather than buy lunch. But in this story, I feel as if the bigger issue here is whether or not you want to make this work. Whether or not, because these are decisions that want to be made. Do you want to see whether or not you can give this another shot? That's what the Judgment card says. And you're over here, saying, I don't know, because there's no trust there. Something happened. Something happened. And I think you're in a position now where, you didn't have any choices before, but I think now you're starting to see that there's other options here, that there's other people, that there's another direction. Maybe you hung on to this person for longer than you should have, because many of us, and this happens to many of us, we get involved in a relationship or we get involved in a connection with someone and we settle. It's like somehow it's never, complete. It's never really there. And we settle. And then we shut down all other options. Even how to deal with each other. So, yeah, I'm just feeling like, Cancer, there is this situation that's coming up with you. And where, you're really deciding whether or not you want to make this relationship really work. Especially if you've got something else going for you. And there could be another person that has shown up. Because I keep feeling like there's another person enters the picture or was in the picture. And this Knight of Cups, there could be somebody who, shows up and says, hey, man, you want to go out, have a good time? And you're like, well, I would love to. I would love to. And then, you have to decide whether, you're at that point. When you're at that point where you're starting to consider going out with other people or making shifts and changes and move away from this connection, well, then we have to start thinking, maybe this isn't what we want. Maybe this isn't the person. Because we should be thinking now, how can I make this work? Where did we lose, a bolt? Can we put the bolt back in and screw it up and, put our pieces back together again? But I'm not feeling that with you. With you, Cancer, I'm feeling that it's time, to kind of put this away. This is a relationship where you no longer are open to dealing with them, and their ways. And when an opportunity for a brand new person shows up, whoops, I think you want to feel good about taking it if it comes up. So I feel as if, a lot of you Cancers are shedding a skin, and trying to make some shifts and changes that are for you. Because I think you're thinking more about you than about the two of you. And that's where things are starting to get a little bit difficult. And, for a lot of times it takes that third person, to kind of enter into the scene to bring up the truth and the reality of how you really feel. And the fact that there's this other person that wants to come in now or has come in, I think you start to say, wow, maybe it's time to move on from this connection that I'm just not happy in. Because you're not. All right, Queen of Pentacles. So this is happening for all of us here, it seems. A big decision is looming for you, Cancer. How you want to move forward from this relationship that you're currently in. And how you want to proceed forward. Because I do see that you need to make a decision. Because you're trying to figure it out right now. But you can figure it out all you want. You have to make a decision based on what you need, not the bigger picture. Like, how are you really feeling? All right, how are you really feeling? Queen of Pentacles reversed. You're not feeling like you want to ground in, build something with this person, then maybe it's time to break. But if this is one of those things that, maybe we could really build it in. But I think you've given them a lot of time and a lot of opportunities. Just saying, Cancer. Anyway, this is what I got. I'm going to end it here, all right? Think about it, all right, Cancer? Really think about it, because I feel like you need to make a decision about how you're going to proceed forward. And I want you to manifest what it is you want, all right? What do you want, all right? That's the focus. And when you focus on what do you want, the answer will follow. All right, so a decision for sure wants to be made, but you're going to make the right one. I believe that. All right, you guys, I will see you all at another reading. Until then, be well. Hit that like button. All right, bye now.